Can you walk us through, if possible, any of the emotions when y'all wrapped filming, and then are those emotions all coming back up to the surface with the last episode's airing?
That's a really good question, actually, because the last day of filming, I was lucky enough to work, and they scheduled it so we were shooting the last scene of the whole series, and I was in it, and I was in the second to last take, and I had two lines I had to say, and I think that's the worst acting I've ever done because I couldn't speak.
Yeah.
I was just very emotional. And, most of the actors were there, the crew was there, they let down all this confetti and balloons and music. I mean, it met the moment. I mean, it was very, very emotional, very overwhelming. Most of the actors were there, the crew was there, they let down all this confetti and balloons and music. I mean, it met the moment. I mean, it was very, very emotional, very overwhelming. And it's been interesting when the show started airing again. We had some time, and I said, okay, I'm kind of moved on. In a sense, like I miss it, but it's been enough time. And then now watching everything and going through it with my friends and fans, it's all coming back again. And also not, every year or so, even though with the pandemic and some breaks, I always know I'm going back to Atlanta. And I go, oh, usually I'm in Atlanta this time of year, and not being there. So you know what? I just feel like if you're lucky enough to have an experience that is so meaningful, so creatively fulfilling, and it brings up emotions and you feel like crying in the middle of the street, like go feel it. Like, enjoy the feels, right? Like
Am
I going to cry? Is that what you're telling me?
I have not cried yet.
You're going to cry.
I've not cried yet, but
that's not a spoiler.
I've
but you will
experienced some
cry.
emotions. I can say that, but I have not cried yet.
But it's so fun to, it's so wonderful to be part of something, to connect with people like all ages, all over the world, talk to, how it's been meaningful to their lives. They watch it with their families, their friends, the cosplay, the fan art. I mean, to be, like I said, I've been on a lot of different shows, and the connection that you have with the fans and like other people, I've never experienced anything like that.